I'm going to be doing an unpacking and a review of a violin from Donor. They make violin for beginners and people who are starting the violin, and I know a lot of you are often asking me in the comments or in messages what is a good violin to start on, because obviously you don't want to put too much money, but yet you still want something that's of good enough quality to start with. And I've heard really great things about Donor, and they've asked me to review this violin, which is exactly meant for the people who are starting or in their first few years of learning. So let's open it. Let's see how it is. In a huge box. The first thing is it's coming in a huge box, which is good because obviously at least it's not, you know, it's safe. Like coming this huge box that I was just opening then, and with a lot of things around it, so it's sent out in a safe way. So it's the violin case here. We have the straps at the back. Got one here as well. We've got a little pocket here. So this is a 4/4 size, so full size violin. Ta-da! Ooh, we've got a nice, really nice bright red color here. Let's have a look at it in details. So we've got actually a really nice back here. I quite like the colors, and it's as I said, it's a bright red color. They've got on their website many different colors, so if you prefer something that's more like brown looking, you can also have that. But I quite like this punchy color here. So we don't have the bridge on yet. It's gonna be in the case somewhere. We're gonna have to put it on. But I think the good thing about this violin for a beginner, especially, and for somebody who's starting, is that they've actually included like little marks here on the violin to know where to put your finger. So this is first, second, third, and fourth finger, which also means that then when you learn position, you know where the third position is, you know where the second one is. So that's already there for you, which is pretty useful. They don't do it often on beginners violin, and sometimes you have to put the stickers on yourself, which can be quite difficult if you've never played the violin before. So I think that's a great advantage here. Obviously the bridge, putting the bridge on is always a bit of a struggle when you're new, but I know there's lots of video tutorials about it. So this is the violin here. Let's have a look a little bit in the case. Let's see what it comes with. So we've got inside, we've got the bow comes with. So here it is. We've got in wood here for the heel. Got the nice little pad here for the fingers. It's gonna obviously need to have some rosin put on, but the rosin should be just here. Got in here, we've got a shoulder rest, which is, I guess, good. I personally play without, but especially when you're starting, it's good to have the choice. And we've got also a set of strings in case this breaks. So now I'm going to be putting the bridge on here, and I'm going to be putting some rosin on, and then I'm going to be reviewing it. So actually playing it and see what I think of it. This video is actually sponsored by Donor. However, all my reviews are completely honest. I really do say what I think, and obviously these violins are not made, of course, for people who've been playing for quite a few years. This is more kind of the perfect first violin if you don't really know what to get, especially, you know, going, for example, to a violin maker. If you don't know anything about violins, it can be quite difficult. It can be a bit more expensive. So if you're not sure and you want to try it out, I think this is great. It's also good for children, I think, who are starting out, as that means that you don't have the risk of them breaking it and losing a lot of money. But anyway, let's see what we think when we play it, okay? I'll put the bridge on and then I'll try it out. Okay, so I've just put the bridge on and tuned it, and honestly, and I mean that honestly, it's been one of the easiest violins I've had to do that on. Usually I often struggle for quite a long time because the bridge slipped, or the pegs are constantly going down. It took me a minute to do it. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that actually. It usually does take so much more time than that. But yeah, just to put the bridge on, as I always say, watch a YouTube tutorial. It's not that difficult, especially as I said, it's been really great. Like, the bridge hasn't slipped once, and it was very straightforward to tune it. But obviously, if you've never done it, it's a YouTube tutorial is needed for that part. But the reason they don't come with the bridge, the valve, is that it would break during the travel. That's why they can't put it on. But at least what they've done, and that's also a great point, is that they've put little marks on the bridge where the strings have to go. And that's a really great point, because a lot of the time they don't do that, and it's very hard to know exactly where to put the string on. There you've already got the marks for that. Okay, so here's the violin all tuned up now, and I'm going to be playing a little bit on it to see what it sounds like. So I'll try different types of pieces to see the sound a little bit. So let's try with scale first. Actually sounds pretty good. You know what? Like, I'm actually pretty impressed. And I think what's great is that the tuning of the note is actually stable, because a lot of the time with the cheaper range of violin, the tuning actually is not stable at all. And here when it's pretty stable for this usual price range of violin. So let's try a little piece a little bit to see what it sounds like. Again, the tuning is very stable, and I've just started playing with the violin. It usually takes some time, but just then the tuning is very stable. I find the sound of pretty good quality, like it's a good tone, pretty resonant, very ringing. I'm actually impressed. But let's try something else. Or I could try a tiny bit more of this. Should we try Paganini Caprice? See, it really holds the tuning pretty well already, and it's literally just played on it for about 10 minutes. It usually untunes very quickly. What can we try? Let's try the other part of the Paganini to test the bow a little bit. Not bad. I think, especially in the high register, I'm able to go up, and I mean, of course, obviously, compared to my usual violin, it's obviously harder to play, but bearing in mind that when you're starting, you're not going to play all up there, and even then, it actually is still sounding. I really like the chords, the way it rings. And maybe to finish, let's try and play something a bit slow. Okay, I think that's really a good range of different pieces, different bowings, to kind of show you what it sounds like. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. I've tried quite a lot of violins which are around this price range, and I often find that the problem is that first of all, it gets out of tune so quickly, and the tuning when we press with the bow really it affects it. Often the tuning actually gets disturbed by that, and that's not at all the case with this one. And I mean, you know, let me know what you think, but I really feel like here on playing wise, the sound that it comes out is really pretty good, and the pieces I've played are challenging pieces which really you wouldn't replay on a violin like that when you're starting. So, but I wanted to show you that even with these kind of pieces, the sound still comes out. So yeah, so I really am pretty impressed, and as I said, I'm always giving my very honest opinion, but I really think that this, for if you're starting out, this is a really pretty good instrument to have without spending a lot of money at all. So if you would like to try this violin, if you want to try to start to play the violin and you are hesitating a little bit, or if you want to, if you're in your first year or something, you can go. I'll leave the link to Donor, to their shop, to their online shop in the link below, and you can go check out. They often have discounts on there as well, so feel free to go check it out, and let me know what you think of the sound of this violin. But as I said, I think price versus quality is really pretty good here, so I'd recommend it for beginners. So yeah, so that was my review of this violin. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about the violin and you want me to reply, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to reply to you. And see you next time.